Hi, welcome back to the coverage of Paprika's Open 9. It's our standard tournament card market trial. We are closing in on round number 6. The pairings have been posted. Players are getting ready to play. We have 4 players at 12 points at the moment.
Yep.
As we could see in the standings. I hope you could see them as well. Oh, there they are.
There's our friend.
Yeah, Marcin Staciwa on
can
the
draw.
top of the standings. Yes, he can draw into the top 8. Michał Lorenz, he is still live. He's
Yeah?
the top-rated 9.
All right.
Let's see who else. Eric Romanowski, we
Well-
saw him play twice, and he's picked up a draw, actually. So, Arno is at 11th place. He can still get into the top 8.
There's a Super Son David.
Yes.
I uploaded this surname.
Yes, exactly.
Super Son.
Grzegorz Kowalski, 17th. We don't think that he is live. Jan Pruchniewicz, our friend, also 2 week of the tiebreakers. And the rest of the guys, they can
play
play
Magic
side events.
also.
Yes, but we don't think that they have any chance
Well,
of.
Hacker Christoph. How did he not hack?
I don't know.
Or did it not work?
Yeah, the 5-color mana base didn't work.
Oh, right. We had them on stream,
Yes,
right?
we did. But our 2 players are getting ready. We
Yep.
will get their names and the decks in a second.
Okay.
So let us see what awaits us. Okay, Michał Szymalski and Maurycy Pietrzak. All right, we don't know what they are playing just yet.
We will see. If we don't get the list,
Yes,
we will
we
just
will
see
just-
the battlefield.
yes.
But I think we will. No, not yet.
Podoba mi się jak to, ale nie wiem czy zauważyłeś, jak przegryzał kabanosa, jak to mówił. Tak? Było takie wiesz. Dobra,
Ja czuję, że jak powiedział, że mamy inny czas, to się chyba pożegnamy z dekami na chwilę.
Okay, so we are waiting for deck lists. We are waiting for the players to shuffle up. Okay, guesswork. Let's try to guess what they're playing.
By the color of their
Sleeves?
Mono red versus mono red? No.
Mono blue.
Oh, I don't know, man. That is.
No, I guess
that's a
it's
long
going
shot.
to be a Dreadhorde deck and something we haven't seen yet.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we didn't see too much Dreadhorde yet.
Yeah,
Well, except the first match.
so it's gonna be a Dreadhorde deck and turns or blue-green
Wow.
thief deck.
We only have one Simic Nexus, right?
Yes,
Do we?
yes,
Yeah, we do.
and we have one.
Who is this?
I have no
this
clue.
Brave person.
I have no clue who the brave person is. But bless their soul.
Yes.
Uh,
Or
okay.
not. I
Or
mean,
not.
I don't think many people would agree. You know, you're taking all the turns now. No.
but now there is a chess clock on
Oh, right.
MTGA, so
Do you know what happened to me on Arena?
no.
I was playing against the Nexus, and I stripped my opponent away
Win cons.
Yeah, he had no win cons, and he proceeded to take all turns for 40 minutes straight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he had no win cons, but he was just
Yeah.
cast Nexus, my turn.
Yes.
Cast Nexus, had to report him. But I had all day, man. I was ready.
You always have all day.
I was ready, man.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I have like 4 more hours. Will I do it? But he gave up.
And guess what? Maurycy is playing Dreadhorde.
Yeah. And we have like I think it's a Simic.
Guess what? Michał is playing blue-green thief.
Yeah. Did you call it?
Yes,
Oh,
I
wow.
did.
That's cool. So
Oh my God.
That's gonna be interesting one.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know the blue-green thief deck, it's basically a mid-range deck that ramps a little bit using Growth Spiral and stuff like Llanowar Elves, like Incubation Druid,
Yeah.
and then uses Mass Manipulation, that's blue, 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 XX sorcery, to steal all your stuff. Oh, this is gonna be great.
I wouldn't. I don't. Yeah, maybe it's a mid-range deck, but I would say it's like a big mana deck. You know, you just turn 1, 2, 3. You just ramp and then you start casting the big things. And these things are big.
Oh my, this is so good.
You love it?
Yes, I do.
This is going to be crazy. Probably. I don't even know.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
Yeah?
All right, Michał is taking a mulligan. I mean, he's taking a mulligan. He's scrying. Sees a land on top and begins with a forest into Lana Worlds and go.
Well, that's what his deck wants to do.
Exactly. Whereas Mauricy, just a tap land probably. There we go.
Yeah, it looks like a banned midrange, but
Mhm.
it's not.
Yes.
It's 10 color Dreadhorde.
10 color.
I don't know how we do that. So
Paradise Druid.
more ramp and yeah.
So did he attack with? Oh no, he
Yeah,
just didn't.
next turn we can expect Nissa.
Yes, that's fine,
That's
fair.
fair game. Very
Oh, you are on 2 lands. That's cool.
that's
that's cool.
Let me make this
3/3.
and yeah,
And,
give me a million of mana while you have Paradise Druid.
Mm-hmm. Which you had to shock yourself to even play.
But we're looking at I see 3 land. No, I think I see the Nissa.
There is an Issa, yes.
So I expect
There
it's
is an Nissa.
I expect it's coming down.
Yep.
You don't do
It
that.
will
to
wake
not
up a
play.
land and attack, I guess, because why the
Why
hell
not?
not?
And you know, we could say like, oh yeah, he's almost out of gas. Like, you know, this Nissa has to do it, but he also has a mass manipulation in hand, so that's a pretty big one.
The only thing he needs is another source of blue mana.
Yeah.
And then he's all set.
Like, he would like Mauricy to be more developed now with 2 planeswalkers to steal them. But no, Mauricy has just 2 lands and Paradise Druid, so I want to see how he
Proceeds.
how he comes out of this. Freaking Nissa on turn 3, right? Man. That's a brutal play.
Well, on Arena it's a bit easier because there is this, in the corner of the screen, there is this little cogwheel icon. When you click on it, there is a button called Concede.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and
Uh,
your head explodes when you click it?
Yes, your head explodes when you click
Oh,
it.
I see.
And I think that the head explosion is the best answer to all this. And
Well, that's a
then
good-
you can go to sideboard.
Yeah, I would actually argue. I would agree, but I want to see a little bit more of this. Like this is, well,
You like to watch people suffer, I get it.
no, actually I don't. But you know, Teferi here is fine. He can bounce the land. Well, that doesn't do much.
That doesn't do much. The fairy just dies then.
But
Or
we could remember that this is a Dreadhorde deck, and he's on 4 mana right now. So you know, 2 more turns, and it's plausible to expect that he survives, right?
yeah, but there is nothing in the graveyard.
That is true. That is true. Like, but maybe you know, this dies and stuff. So maybe Teferi will be in there. Maybe on next turn he can play Tamiyo, plus some stuff can land in the graveyard. Like maybe not. Let's not count him out yet. I mean, I think he's like 5, 10, 15% to win. But let's see it. You know.
You're generous today.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I don't know that.
So Michał is considering his move very carefully.
Yeah.
Decides to shock himself with
Yeah.
the Ravnica Duel. Breeding Pool.
Yeah, because this is a forest and gives 2
Yes.
mana
He's gonna tap it.
due to
They
Nissa.
get some mana. Wake it up with the Nissa.
Yeah, he could do that. No. Okay, so Mauricy doesn't know exactly.
Zielona, niebieska do góra. Od tyłu nie wygląda. Prawda? Zielona, niebieska do góra. Niebieska do góra, niebieska do góra.
And there we go. I think we are going to see the first steal of the game.
But why would you do that?
Raz, dwa, trzy, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 w polu.
Why would you do what? Steal Teferi and Paradise Druid?
Well, if you think about it, you don't gain much here.
But
I
you
mean,
take away everything.
Yeah.
And you are ready with another mass manipulation.
Yeah.
which he has in hand
That's
for
probably
what's coming.
that's probably good enough reason to do this.
Yeah, and
I'm just saying.
yeah, there is a
It was a low value play for 8 mana, but I don't think he needs needs more value right
Yeah.
now too. So like this game is
it's sick. We
it
haven't
is-
seen anything like this before.
it's somewhere, yeah. Well, but we need to be honest. He had like a nut draw. Like how often do you have an elf into another ramp into Nissa? You know, at that
Pretty
point,
often with this deck, pretty often you mulligan for it.
I would disagree.
This deck has a lot of redundancy.
Yeah, I would disagree with that part about mulliganing to it, because if you decrease, like, if you go to 5-6 cards, when he played in Nissa, he already had like 2 cards left. So you need the, you know, to arrive at such a combination of, you know, ramp and strong cards. You need like, you know, you need those 6-7 cards. If you go lower, then you either don't have like a ramp or a land or a Nissa or. But yeah, I played a little bit with it, and I'm pretty sure that the turn 3 Nissa is a very rare occurrence.
I have the feeling that it happens all the time when they play against me. So.
Okay, yeah. That's some sort of a defeatist thinking, or I don't know. Yeah, he has
Drop Spiral.
infinite mana. That is what he has.
He has 2 3/3s with Vigilance.
Yeah, and he has a million of forests soon if he wants them, because he can ulti Nissa.
And he can also, I mean, not now because Nissa just went up, but he could also. Oh, it's not. I thought all the time I thought it was an incubation druid. It's not. I
Alright.
thought I was thinking about adapting,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I think this is enough of a pressure to force
game-
some action.
That game is over. Like, I was thinking, hey, maybe if he gets Tamio and Plastas and mills some great stuff and then command the Dreadhorde, but he's not gonna have life to do that even.
I mean, there is one card that would do it, although not even, because he could play Massacre Girl. It would wipe the board, but Michał
Yeah.
can instant speed steal it because of Teferi.
Right? Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Now he can instant speed steal stuff.
I mean, you're not coming back into this game by casting two drops
Yeah, not really.
against this madness. Let's go to sideboard. I mean,
I bet we're gonna see some stealing now.
yeah, whatever. This is over.
Yeah, it is, but you know, neither player were. I mean, I wouldn't concede.
Yeah, if you're Michał, when you're winning, you don't concede, yeah.
Yeah. Frilled Mystic off the top.
Oh, yeah.
I bet that Nissa will just wake up in her land and just jam.
Yeah.
No need to alt, no need to go crazy cute.
No need to lose time shuffling your stuff, you know. Just
You're at 7, right? Was the question. You always want to hear that, right?
well, he is dead, right?
Yes.
So
And jam. Love it. I love lethal attacks. Especially lethal attacks with Forest. Okay, let's go to the sideboard. For Maurice. For Maurice, we have 2 Duress. I imagine that's something that he would be interested in. 2 Cast Down. Cast Down is just non-legendary, right?
it is non-legendary, yeah.
Maybe for some ramp, just to get some ramp down. I mean,
You know, those Paradise Druids, they are hard to kill early.
yeah, they are. That's why you might even think about Cry of the Carnarium. There are 2 in the sideboard. Narset, yeah, I'm interested.
That's great. From that, this is a tough. I'm not sure what I would sideboard, but one thing I'm sure of, Narsets are coming in. They actually block the Hydroid Crisis draw. which
Yes, and
is
there's
good.
also the Elder spell, one more, because there is one in the main board.
Yeah.
So I would keep that. I mean, I would put that in the in the deck. Okay,
Yeah, I think that's good card.
what
here.
is in the sideboard for Michał?
Well, there's plenty of stuff.
Is it?
Some spicy ones too. There's a Riptor Raptor, who you already know from our previous match.
Yes, the
And
card. The card has been in standard for 2 years.
Yeah, now
Nobody
it's seeing
played
play.
with it.
Yeah, and that card is. I don't see it in sideboards often, and now we see it twice, so maybe there's something there. And there's a plain white celebration, single.
Which most of you might not even know. This
Yeah,
is the
this-
card from War of the Spark. It has 4 modes. It costs 7 mana, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
It's double green or triple green. Double green.
Double.
So it can either create a 2/2 citizen that's all colors. It can proliferate.
Yep.
It can gain you
Four.
4 life.
I think 4.
And what's the 4th mode?
I think it's a regrowth. I mean, you can take no, not a card, but permanent. I
From
think
a-
permanent from the graveyard.
From the graveyard. And you choose
Mix
any
and
of
match.
those 4 times.
You can mix and match.
Yes.
Like, yeah. So you can proliferate four times, make 4 dudes, or
Gain 16.
or gain 12 and do something like any combination of that.
Yes.
So that card basically says, well, I want to do bigger things. Yeah, like this is a big card.
Yes.
Expensive, but this deck does not care too much
This
about
deck
mana.
likes expensive. Yes.
Yeah, it's a
So there is a
gold deck.
there are 2 biogenic oozes.
Yeah, those are great, but are they coming in here? I would imagine. No, maybe not.
I think that you might.
Well, let's start with the obvious ones. Two negates, I think, are coming in for sure. Interesting melody, I don't think so.
Not really, no. Incubation, incongruity. Incubation looks for a creature in top 5. I don't
Yeah.
remember what incongruity does.
You know what? I believe it exiles a creature and makes a 3/3 token.
Frog.
Yeah. This is the one, or I'm mixing it up with the other similar card. But
Yeah.
if it exiles, I may be interested in that, because if we exile a creature from the 4-color Dreadcore deck, it cannot be returned. So
Okay.
Besides, incubation in of itself is nice, right?
What about Ugin?
These are interesting. I think they may be coming in, if he wants to get rid of some cards. Because I know Thrashing Brontodon is not what he's interested in.
No, definitely
Riptor
not.
Raptor I would not be interested in as well. And so far we only have like 2 negates playing White Celebration if he wants to go bigger, but I don't know if that's true. Incubation thing is coming in. We don't know. Yeah, like, I think we will just wait and see, because I just don't
Or
know.
maybe you just go with the main deck. I mean, this deck is kind of designed to prey on mid-range.
Yeah, it may be possible that he's making some very small changes here. And just...
Okay. Oh, Entrancing Melody is in.
Alright, so he brought that in. Well, you can steal a Wild Growth Walker for 4 mana, and you have a lot of mana, or you can... Yeah, I would agree. I would agree, because...
Both players are happy with their opening hands, so let's move on. Llanowar Elf, go.
Besides, it always matters, because sometimes in the main board you have some weak cards, and you just want to replace them with a little better cards. So it is possible that the Entrancing Melody is not like, amazing, but it's just better than some cards.
Double tap lands for Maurice to start the game off,
Yeah.
so nothing spicy going on. Llanowar Elf goes in. And another elf comes in.
It's a good start. So it means turn 3 Nissa
Turn 3 Nissa is a threat.
is a possibility again.
Teferi. But Teferi has to go up and doesn't really do much.
Yeah. Well, yeah, probably has to. But sometimes
to.
you can consider like minusing. I would,
He does.
because it is like as if cycling a Teferi, but opponent has to still attack it, so it costs mana, and then you kinda make sure that this Nissa turn 3 doesn't happen. So I like this play, and I would see it as a default line. Sometimes if your hand requires like you drawing cards, or you have multiple Teferis and you need to get to 5-6 drops. So.
Veraska coming down.
That's much better. Like it
Maurice
actually
goes to 23, gets rid of one of these ramp spells.
yeah, yeah. He needs to do that. So
He
right
might have
now,
forgotten about one life gain.
why would he gain one life from
Teferi.
from
Teferi.
Vraska?
No, from Teferi.
Oh right,
He played Teferi while he
I
had
see.
the beacon.
The beacon, sure.
But it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, there is the jelly.
Is it just a tutor?
Might be. It's a 3/3. We'll draw one card. It's okay.
Yeah.
You would have loved it to be a 4/4, of
He
course.
could have had it, but then Vraska would have to live, which
Mhm.
maybe he doesn't. It's not something you want.
I mean, Vraska
So you see, like while
Vraska living for one more turn
Yeah.
wouldn't have been a big problem.
maybe, but then it would. No, I think I agree with killing it. It is an interesting choice, but you know it pumps by 2 loyalty, and well, what I was just looking at is how Michał had a great start, but he just has no gas. I mean, he
Has all
actually
ramp, no action, yeah.
he actually has a negate, which would be amazing
He
here.
just drew it from the crisis.
All right. Yeah, I know he didn't have it previously, but he would love to negate the Tamiyo now when she's in.
Wonder what she's gonna name.
Though there is 6 power on the battlefield, so she may die.
Most probably will.
I didn't hear what he named. So that's kind of interesting game because Michał doesn't have much like gas in the time. Oh, he just drew mass manipulation there.
Might have. He might have. But yeah, I agree. Step 1, kill the Tamiyo. You have negate. Nothing bad should happen to you.
Oh yeah, that's quite clean here. Would do it, yeah. Because Tamiyo is a problem living, I mean.
Tamiyo, yeah, it can just get you cards back. You don't want that.
Yeah, so now you're quite safe, right?
Yeah,
You
just
killed,
play out your land and pass
and
the
you
turn,
can
you're
wait for
content.
your another huge thing.
Yep.
And you have a lot of mana.
And if your opponent decides to just play out some dorks, sure,
Yeah, that is
steal them.
stealable. Yeah, make it bigger for me.
Sure. Maurice is steadily growing his life total.
It's still an interesting game, actually.
It is.
I mean, well, maybe it would be if he didn't have that negate. Then Commanded Dreadhorde would be a huge threat. But if he just keeps that negate and makes sure that does not resolve her, and then chips away at the life total, which is, by the way, huge. That's like 28 life there.
There's an entrancing melody. You don't have to steal all of them at once. You can just steal them
Yeah.
one by one.
He would steal one here.
Yeah, it's
But-
okay. You can steal one and still leave mana up for negate.
Yeah, that's what you want to do here.
Yes.
I
You
think.
don't want to go for both and then just be left with nothing.
Yes.
So yeah, 25. Steal one of your dudes.
Oh yeah,
Just
he was
stay behind. Yeah, he was tempted.
he was wondering which one. Like
This one,
this
yes.
one is a clear cut. Yeah.
Okay.
He has one more melody too.
Yes, he does.
So does he have 2 melodies there?
Yes.
Oh, okay, because he had in the main. Oh, I see.
Yes.
Like I thought he only had one in the
No,
sideboard.
no, it's a thief deck, so
and I'm like, hey, he has 2 now, and he had only one.
Judge?
What the hell? Yeah, that is. So
No.
it's not necessary that he brought that 4th one in. You know, he may have just kept 3 from the main board, or even cut one. That could happen. But we can see that those melodies are fine.
Okay. Command the Dreadhorde is in hand for Maurice. Maybe he decides to go for it now. He does.
Well, that's gonna be a rude,
A really sad,
sad moment.
yes,
Sad panda.
Mon KS.
Nie, to chciałem sobie powiedzieć, co chcę przyzwać,
No, ale
ale jak nie chcę,
nie chcę.
przeciwnik
Oh yeah, so Maurice is saying that,
No, he didn't need to say anything.
well,
You choose when it resolves.
no, I think you make targets.
You choose. You don't target with this card.
I think you make targets. No?
Choose.
Well,
It's fine. It's fine.
we may ask, but I'm 100% certain that you make targets, and then he has a choice if he wants to counter or not. But
Okay.
so that's what
That's
they
still
were.
fine.
Yeah.
You are still protected from everything. I mean, you don't have the negate, so if he rips another one off the top, then it's suddenly much worse. But let's steal your elf.
Well, he has time to rip another
Yep.
Dreadhorde.
But first, steal the elf and
You
just
know,
jam.
Yeah, he needs a Dreadhorde now, and even if he gets it, we need to remember he still has the mass manipulation, which can.
Steal everything he brings back.
Well, I don't know if everything, but some
A
stuff.
lot.
2 things maybe.
1, 2, 3.
No,
4?
2. 8 mana is 2 things. I think.
I know. I'm just counting mana.
Hmm.
Narset.
Well, that's a good start,
Narset
but
is a good start. Yep. But
but-
it will just draw 1 card, not more.
yeah, the problem is, like, you know, if it could find the commanded Dreadhorde, that'd be nice. But his life total is gonna be too low by then, I think. So
And he whiffed on Narset.
that does not happen. That happens like 10% of the time, so unlucky.
Very much.
Well, depending on how many cards you have.
Branch Walker. What will it reveal? A Tamio.
Yeah, that's a nice card, but it's
Yeah,
too,
I'm
too late.
interested. I'm interested.
Yeah, me too, but I think it's too late, you know.
Might be. Yeah, Maurizio agrees with you. But at least you have a blocker now.
I mean, I don't know what would have to happen. He needs to somehow like block and prevent the most life, and next turn he needs to fire off a Dreadhorde.
And that's a Nugan off the top for Michał.
Ugin is nice, yeah. But he doesn't even need more nice. It's nice enough. So if it were me, you know, I would actually just maybe play a Nugan and even kill the blocker and go straight to the Fate. I don't know.
He's a 20 though.
Yeah.
You have 1, 2, 3, 4.
that's
5,
not
6,
enough damage,
7,
right?
8, 9. You have 10 damage. You have a 2-turn clock if you kill that
Yeah,
blocker.
yeah, I was not even thinking like the clock was not that relevant. I was just thinking, hey, how do we reduce his life total so the commanded Dreadhorde is the least effective?
Oh.
But,
So yeah, I think that going face is
it's reasonable, but I don't know if it's the best line. So.
I don't know either, but it seems like this might be the play.
Well, we will let Miho, you know, do it.
Decide.
Yeah, I think he knows what to do.
So he's jamming almost everything at Narset.
Well, that's aggressive.
Okay.
So, you know, that's risky. I mean, Maurizio has 20 life, and like,
You are filling his graveyard.
yeah, if he hits a Dreadhorde now, the world is his oysters, and even even mass manipulation could not be enough. I mean, like he just did. I don't know.
It's not looking too good. But
Well-
I think that was a frilled mystic or something.
Oh yeah,
It was certainly.
he cannot afford it though.
Yeah, he cannot play it now.
So you know, Michał was 90-something%, or is huge favorite to win, but a top deck commanded Dreadhorde at this point
Doesn't
would
even-
be game. I mean,
Yeah,
not
yes.
game winning, but it would mean okay, this game is you know
Yeah,
we're
we are
playing.
still playing.
We're playing now because you know he has that mass manipulation for 2.
So this is 3 life for Maurizio again.
That's good.
Also, he
so
missed.
he's not dying, and
I think he missed, or maybe not, the life from Narset.
okay. Well, yeah, 3 life and 3 life here matters now. Because actually, this game still revolves around that commanded Dreadhorde, and
Yeah.
his life total is gonna take huge hits, and he needs to make sure it's as high as possible. So
Yep.
his choice of permanence is, you know.
So
right.
Vraska has killed the Hydroid Crisis, so the biggest part of the clock is now gone. But there is still this Ugin that will just keep pumping those
Yeah.
2/2 creatures that when anything happens to them, you just get them back as cards. So
So it looks like Michał is considering if he wants to fire off this mass manipulation on those two walkers. Which is
it's reasonable.
very.
It's reasonable, yes.
That's a lot of worth of stuff because you get to plus it, get a card, then Narset minus is worth a lot also.
And you have just the right amount of mana in your lands.
Yeah, so I don't hate it. I think it's good. But I don't know. Okay, so seems like it was a tough choice, but finally,
But he decides to fire it off.
yeah, you don't, play this card to not play it. You know? Give me your stuff. Well, there's not much he can do unless he's playing Force of Will, and that's not legal.
Force of
legal.
negation.
Yeah, new stuff.
Yeah.
It's 21st century.
Pact of will.
Pact of negation. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a, they are.
So at least he found something.
He found the entrancing melody, so
That's
I mean, it's not the best, but
yeah.
it's something. You can still draw a card with Veraska.
Yeah, this is looking very bad for Marisa. He needs Command the Dreadhorde like right now, or maybe if he, I don't know. No,
Michał will gain a life and sacrifice an island to draw something off the top of
there
his
are
deck.
there are some tricky lines. Like if he has still like an Elder Spell or Teferi in his hand and draws the other part, then he could kill all the walkers and ultimate the Teferi. And I don't know if we have access to that stuff, but
We do.
we have four. No, that's the
That's
small
Time
Teferi.
Raveler.
So he's not playing the big Teferi, right?
I think he should be playing.
Yeah. Those lists usually play one or two, but he is not. So but he is playing Nicol Bolas.
What?
One Nicol
Where?
Bolas. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he does. Wow.
So
That's
if he could play that and then kill all the walkers and ulti,
Yeah.
that's a game over.
that's a line. Play to
Yeah.
your outs.
Yeah.
Do what you must.
Yeah. It doesn't take, You just need one turn of that. So I don't know if he has mana, but he should with those beacons, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. That's not. Yeah, he's like, hey, that's.
It's not my planeswalker.
yeah,
I
I'm
made
sorry,
an
I
honest
didn't know.
mistake.
I don't play that guy usually. I mean, I'm just stealing those. But yeah, we were just discussing this line of play because I don't, short of that, I don't know what saves him here. Like,
An opponent getting.
he actually has Frilled Mystic, so that line is not available.
So maybe his opponent gets insta drafted to military and he has to leave now.
That
Maybe
would
that
be an
gets
out.
maybe
That
that
would be an out.
gets him out of his game.
Yeah. Yeah, we got off the magic lines and got to some real life.
Yes, we have to look outside the box for a solution.
Yes.
Yeah, just steal another one of your. It's so depressing. You can just see Mauricio. He's so.
Like, yeah. Can I have some of my stuff?
No.
Or just take everything, man.
You made this? No, I made this.
Thanks for casting this for me. Like, that's a beautiful song. I guess I'll join the other team.
But I have to commend Mauricio. Adamant on not conceding.
Yeah, no, but he's quite smart. He doesn't know about the counter, so
Yeah, he
like
doesn't.
if he has one of those pieces we're talking about in his hand, and he finds the other one in his head, he can be like,
Yeah, I
And-
win now.
how glorious would that be? If
Yeah.
he has Bolas and then Elder Spell, and he goes for it, and he's like, yeah, man, I'm gonna win this.
Outsmarted,
Yeah.
outplayed.
And if it wasn't for that Frilled Mystic, he would win, which is very funny considering the situation.
He's playing something.
Yep.
It's a Nicol Bolas.
Dude, that's gonna happen.
That's gonna happen.
Well, he's gonna be so crushed. He had it?
He might have.
I think he sounds like he had it, man.
I think
show
he
the
might-
Elder Spell. What the hell?
No, that was just a land.
All right.
Ah. Okay, but still, that was a great match. An unexpected deck, a rogue deck, you might say, something
Yeah.
out of the meta, and I can't wait to hear more about this.
Well-
so
Yeah, I'm playing on Arena and it's kind of in the meta a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, it is a
We
known-
have only like what 3 copies in
Yeah.
our meta today,
Yeah,
out of 76 decks. So that's
that's not a lot.
under
That's true.
5%. So I would call it an outlier.
Okay.
All right. So we are going to have a little chat with Michał about his deck, about his choices, about life in general.
That's
oh,
cool.
that's
Hey,
beautiful.
We have a meta game,
That's beautiful. Yay.
so everyone can see it, not just us.
And for our not Polish speakers, inne means other.
Yeah.
So,
Different decks.
okay. So we are going to see you after a short break with the winners interview. So don't go anywhere. This was round 6, and we will be on to round 7.
Cool. Take care, guys.
Thank you.
Mogłem to tam jeszcze wyciągnąć, nie? Bo mówię, kurde, 11 i jedziemy, nie?
No to prawda, to prawda.